Hey everybody, it's Mike Liu. I'm here with Catherine Montague from Montague Designs and Paul Rosenblatt from Springboard Designs. I gotta say, this is the first project I think we've worked on together. Yes. It was a mega success. Paul is a familiar face, and by familiar, we work with him all the time. And one of the very best architect firms in Pittsburgh, and Bill Sustek. It has been a journey. The final project is absolutely gorgeous. And so I want to pick their brains, get their experience on everything. And before we hop on that, I just have to highlight, I'm wearing dark green, Catherine's in black and dark green, and Paul's in all black. And these chairs are dark green and black. And I'd say it wasn't planned, but we did plan this, all right? We planned this one.
Maybe you did.
Yes, we thought about it.
We thought about
it. But this is just an amazing, complete attire, everything. So anyways, just want to thank you guys first and foremost. Absolute pleasure working with you and you guys again. But want to get your perspective if you guys want to just talk about the overall theme of the project, some of the products that were selected, how you came up with the design, with the space that's been here. But Catherine, if you want to start us off,
Sure.
please.
Well, it always starts with the clients. You know, it's all about them and really understanding who they are, what they want, and really bringing it to life. And for that, you need collaboration. Yep. Because it's not a one-man job. So yes, you work with the clients, but you need people to collaborate with who can create it. And so that's where, Paul Rosenblatt and Springboard Design comes in, because they were able to create the bond. I mean, it was clear when we first met with the Halls that we needed an architect. Okay. And there we go, and creating that. So that was the tool. And then after that is really bringing, once the bones are created, is like, how do you bring color, life to it? And then of course, the bringing it all together, making it happen and bringing it to what it is today is, L&L Design.
Yes, awesome.
So, well, the Halls are a fantastic family. And so they bring the life of their family to this place. And this house is an incredible house, and it was an incredible house. But it was kind of a hodgepodge that had been kind of fixed up over many, many years by other people before the Halls. And so I think one of our jobs was to try to, not just in terms of the interior design, but also in terms of the architecture, to try to tie things together and to make this feel like one home for one family. And the way we did that was by both structuring the renovations to feel more like they are part of the house and not strange additions to the house, but also to work with color and materials, light, to tie things together. So for instance, upstairs, new flooring throughout the second floor ties the entire floor together. And the color in these spaces that Catherine and Sarah put together really enlivens and sort of showcases all of the wonderful photographs and artifacts that the family has.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Because I know, obviously, very early on, we basically redid the whole master. Now there's a master closet, this big, beautiful open bathroom. A very cool detail is the skylight, which lets in natural light. And Dan was saying before that even in the middle of the night, the moonlight gives them enough light as well to navigate around. So it's these small little construction details that change the entire feel of a space. That's right. He was talking about the paint colors, which even in this room here, the trim and the walls are all the same color. It is a unique green. It's just different, but it feels amazing. So tell us about all the final finishes, the tile, the design. How did you come up with all that?
Well, really, the Halls were the driving thread, so let's talk about this room, for instance. We know they're fun family, they have young kids, and we wanted brightness. I mean, really bright light. And so typically, what we did in this case is pick the rug, that really, if you look at the rug, you see blues and greens, and then how can we also make this room that is the piano room more inviting, that can be used, not only like we're having a conversation and we're not using the piano, but that the piano is the piece in the center of that. So really understanding, communicating with them, And when it comes to the bathroom, Natalie wanted really some blue in that bathroom. And so, and they looked and they found something that piqued their interest. And so we were able to go from that and then really bring it to, to what they wanted.
I love in the master bathroom. It's what's like the centerpiece, not like a Listella. What would
Yes, I mean it's a mosaic,
Okay,
and
mosaic,
it's
that's right.
it's a marble, and it's very special. That really makes the bathroom.
Yes.
So, and we wanted to create this detail. So if you look at the floor, this was really like what started. Natalie and Dan had found this style actually, and then how can we elaborate and work from it, and then of course bringing the blue vanity, so playing with the blues, making it all work together. That's
Well, I personally think you guys knocked this one out of the park, and I'm glad we could bring it to life with the construction stuff too. Yes. So anything.
And it was fun. I mean, I think that there was. I mean, of course, I'm not the one living during the construction.
Yeah, depends on who you ask.
So I was coming, but I think for us as designers and to be here sitting today, I think I can speak for Paul. I mean, we love all the stages, like the design, the being on paper, meeting with the halls, and then meeting with you guys, and then seeing the progress of the construction. I love seeing like the drywalls. I love seeing meeting with the plumber. That was the video, like all of the parties. That what it takes a village, to make that, to bring that project to the finish line.
That is very well said. It takes an army and a village of people and all these different parts and pieces to make sure everything gets built the way it's built.
Yes.
Exactly. It's very well said. I forgot Pete was coming down here meeting with you to figure out, Pete, our plumber, to figure out exactly where we want the faucets.
Exactly, and we were able to meet with Dan and Natalie at the same time. It's like, okay, how are you going to use the shower?
Right.
How is it going to work for you? Because we're going to be gone. We're gone, but you're going to be using that every day.
That's right. I thought it was a home run. Obviously, there was a lot of turbulence. Always a little bit of turbulence. But yes, here we did. We got to the finish line, and we're here today.
Yes, and we I think I speak for my team. We really enjoy working with all of you guys. So that is also and trying to, again, that's that collaboration that
that's
we
it.
talk about.
Any other thoughts, Paul?
No, I mean, it's such a pleasure to see the space lived in now after going through this process. And I'm thinking back, my first visit here, we went upstairs and we saw the master bedroom suite with the open plan bathroom, which was never a good idea. And so, if only fixing that and removing that and adding in a proper bathroom and a proper walk-in closet, if we only did that, this project would be a success in my mind. But of course, we did so much more. The third floor.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, the third floor for me is probably the bathroom in the third floor, which is the second bathroom, which also has 2 skylights. Is one of my favorite spaces, and maybe one of the favorite bathrooms that I've designed, because the natural light coming into that space changes the space. Natural light changes spaces because natural light changes throughout the day, and so you can do a lot of work with artificial light, but the space we're sitting in now is enhanced by the combination of artificial light and natural light. How the light hits surfaces and enlivens the space is really, So we try to bring, as architects, natural light into as many spaces as we can, as creatively as we can, because we know that it changes and enlivens the space throughout the day.
I would like to add another element. I think on the third floor, one thing that the halls really love is the fact that was your idea, to open that space. There were 2 rooms like outside of the bathroom, and it really makes it like really usable, livable, and you can see that it's being used. And that I think is open the space. It's like, wow.
It's being so well used that taking photographs of these spaces is going to be a challenge for us.
Going through the toys.
That is very well said. It is nice to know the space is being used. the way it should be
Yeah.
used. It was intended to be used.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very well said.
I'd like to add one element also is the family room that really was really important especially for Natalie, some of the elements, the windows, and that we were able to find a solution all together to really bring the type of windows, to reduce the size, but raise the height of the windows and make that space, like really usable again.
Well, and the color,
Colors.
the colors that you guys chose for that room ties everything together and makes it so warm and inviting to be in.
It's exactly how I felt walking in.
Walking in. So that's really,
inviting.
collaboration with them. We picked the colors.
But it is all about collaboration. I mean, we love collaborating with our clients, but we also love collaborating with our builders and our designers, and making all of that work is really hard.
Yes.
So we work hard at it.
We always say the architect, the engineer, the designer, the homeowner, and the construction firm. Everybody has to win for it to be a successful project. And I think this was a successful one.
Absolutely.
Yes. Ultra pleasure, as always, Paul, Catherine, big time pleasure. We're gonna do it again soon.
I hope so.
Yes. But thank you guys for taking time. I thought this was great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for tuning in.